Mosner, who is out right now. She's in the 5 Points area of Huntsville. Emily, we have yet to learn of a rating, but what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Danielle, well, all throughout the region of Huntsville, we've seen a lot of damage from that confirmed tornado. But right now I'm here at Maple Hill Cemetery, which unfortunately did see some significant damage in what we now know is a confirmed tornado. Now, if you look here behind me, you can see a large tree has fallen, and this is just one of many trees. Now, you heard public officials at 4:30 talk about how the damage is significant, but I want to go ahead and show you some video that we shot earlier today to kind of really give you a look of what we saw when we were here earlier. Now, you can see tree limbs of all sizes came down, many landing on top of or next to gravestones. Now, we did speak to one man who walked through here earlier today to check on the gravesite of his loved one. Now, he says, unfortunately, part of their headstone was actually damaged by a fallen tree limb. He says he's devastated to have to replace it. Now, the significance of Maple Hill Cemetery here, the cemetery is a resting place of 5 former Alabama governors, 5 U.S. senators, and 10 U.S. congressmen. Now, as you heard on News 19 at 4, it is really important to note that the cemetery is now closed. We are standing outside of the cemetery to not go inside. Now, public officials say that it is dangerous to be inside because of the danger of fallen limbs. Now, I did speak to the cemetery director earlier today, and she told me that they're not really going to know the full extent of the damage until they can start to clear off those tree limbs. When we were here earlier today, there were crews inside working to start that clearing out process. But the important thing to know is if you are a member of the public, to stay home right now. Now, we'll continue to bring you more information on this coming up later. But for now, live in Huntsville, Emily Mosner, News 19.
Yeah, Emily, and in Mayor Tommy Battle's press conference that we were streaming live on our Facebook page, they did talk about how they have shut down the gates into that cemetery, and they should be reaching out to families within the next couple of weeks once they assess the damage to some of the tombstones and other areas of that cemetery. Meanwhile, in Limestone County, an EF3 tornado left a path of destruction in the Brigadoon neighborhood.
The community has come together to make repairs and help those who need it. News 19's Kayla Smith spent the day in southwest Limestone County. Kayla, what have you seen there in the Brigadoon subdivision?
Well, this area took a direct hit from a tornado. You're seeing a little bit of that damage that the storm caused on this home behind me. You see the roof is pretty much completely gone. Now, things look different here than they did when we arrived this morning. The roads are a little clearer and repairs have been made to a lot of the roofs in this area. But this is definitely going to take more than a day to clean up. This area is dealing with lots of downed trees. Shortly after the storms came through, people began clearing the roads. That work is carried into today. I've seen dozens of people out, neighbors, contractors, and emergency crews working to help repair roofs and clear debris. Neighbors were out passing out water and snacks throughout the day. Several people told me the destruction has been difficult to see, but they're thankful no one was injured.
It's a really good, tight community where everybody does help everybody. So fortunate that way.
We all feel it very deeply that our neighbors are suffering and they have such damage.
So the power lines run underground in this community. So despite all of this damage, these houses around me have power right now. A neighbor told me that one family waited out the storm in their basement, and after the tornado was over, not much was left besides that basement. But during that time, the family never lost power. Now, again, this cleanup is going to take some time, and neighbors tell me that this area has been forever changed. Live in Limestone County, Kayla Smith, News 19.
Thanks so much for that live report. We continue our team coverage out of DeKalb County now. A lot of destruction in several parts of that county. We want to move down this way on our wall of monitors to our live picture here with our Alexa Harley. Alexa, you are in one of the hardest hit areas from these severe storms and tornadoes from last night. What did you see today?
You know, today, I mean, obviously I saw a lot of downed trees and things like that, but this property right on Lacey Road where Wanda White lives, they're dealing with much more than that. You can see just how much is in ruin on her property. Now, here's a closer look at some of that damage along Lacey Road in Henniker. Wanda White and her family, when they stepped out of their storm shelter, they found that basically their entire home was gone. Her neighbor who lives right across the street, Ronald Estes, he describes the sound that he heard before that storm hit.
Anyways, we got in the closet. It was bad. It was real bad. The noises were horrible. And anyways, it was bad. I just feel real sorry for the people in back of us. I mean, it's horrible over here. I'm sure they lost everything, you know. The cows, everything was over there, and it's, oh, it looks pretty much gone. Everything looks gone. And then down the road, all kinds of places, you know, we got damage here.
And Estes said that when he came out, I mean, he saw that their property was pretty much gone. And when I spoke to Wanda White and her family after they came out this morning, they said if it wasn't for that shelter, I mean, they don't know where they would be today. And I will have more for you from both White and Estes about what they experienced late last night coming up on News 19 at 6. For now, live in Henniger, Alexa Harley, News 19.
All right, Alexa, just heartbreaking hearing from that gentleman there in Henniger. In the last 30 minutes, Huntsville's mayors, we mentioned, and other city leaders have been talking about the damage in the city and the plan for the cleanup. We'll bring you those details coming up on News 19 at 6. And remember,